Derrick Jaxn is he's a YouTuber, right? YouTuber and
kind of Instagram,
media,
social media influencer. I guess.
Social media influencer,
more so, yeah.
And basically, he is a self-proclaimed relationship guru, and for a long time, he's condemned men who cheat. And recently, he was caught cheating.
He's an author. He has a couple books out. One of them is called A Cheating Man's Heart, a fiction novel. I'm starting to think now this is an autobiography.
Yeah.
It's not a fiction novel at all. But yeah, so he's been married for 4 years, which I don't know how you're a relationship expert after 4 years. If that's the case, I'm rolling up on being a relationship expert.
Maybe you are.
Hey. Now look, I came into this ready to say black men don't cheat, which they don't. But I started digging, and this man, bro, he's sick. So I'm about to play. This is a clip from one of his first videos. Not one of his first videos, but just it became like a widespread video that he put up.
I have no sympathy for a man who finds it to be difficult to be faithful after being in a promiscuous lifestyle, and neither should you. Nobody told you to be promiscuous before the relationship, and nobody made you be monogamous with just her. You don't want her? Let another man have her. Simple. But the truth is, you've probably been cheating months before you actually put your dick in her. And more times, I would say 9 times out of 10, when the dude gets caught cheating, that wasn't his very, very first time cheating. That wasn't his only time cheating. That was his only time getting caught.
Yeah, I don't think he's a relationship expert.
Those who can't do,
I think he's a cheating expert.
Those who can't do teach.
Okay.
Well, hold on before we move on. So that happened. Then one of his exes went on this girl's podcast. Not exes. One of his the woman he cheated on his wife with went on some podcast and admitted like all these things. She took pictures of him. So that way there was proof, and I think he took pictures of her him and his wife's bed, and he cheated at his own house. There's a lot of stuff going on, but he cheated. I don't know the full context of like everything because I didn't listen to the interview of the girl, but this is a clip from the video where he came out and said that he himself cheated. This is what he posted on his YouTube channel last Monday with his wife.
But the truth is, and I'm saying it here now, is that Derrick Jaxn was involved with other women outside the marriage. And by involved, I want to be clear, I'm not talking about just casually kicking it, maybe a lunch or something like that. I'm talking about as serious as sex, to sexual flirtation and meeting up and that kind of thing. And some things that otherwise may be considered okay by some.
Yeah, so I want to talk about it because I want to know what y'all feel. And there was a lot of digging that I did into this man, yo. And this dude I think he needs help.
I think that the fact that he's been, this whole time condemning men who cheat and now he is in fact a cheater, I think it's hilarious.
Well, he has been a cheater, but it's just, we just found out.
I think it's hilarious. The video that him and his girlfriend, wife, his wife made, it was awkward. It was awkward.
It was a hostage situation.
It looked like a hostage situation. It did. It looked like she was being forced.
And if you're watching on our YouTube channel, I mean, the video's on the screen now. If you're listening, go check out our YouTube channel so you can see the video.
Yeah. But didn't she say that she knew about?
She said that she knew about all these things. So apparently, what happened was he cheated, I guess, sometime early 2020. And she found out. And she said, she was like, I did leave as soon as I found out. She said she left for like 9 months and lived with her mom. And then she didn't come back until she saw a change in him. And that I guess that until he knew God.
Cap.
So then I guess she went back, I think like August or September or something like that. And they've been working on their relationship ever since.
My cap detectors are going off. And you know why? It's because in the video, body language sometimes speaks louder than words. She didn't look like she wanted to be there doing that. It kind of looked like he was, pushing her to do so, forcing her. And what you told me before this is interesting. The fact that he reacted to that video.
Yo, no, this man. Well, finish your thought. And I'll say
no, that was it.
This man is psycho, right? So he made a video initially about. So the first thing that came out about all this was the girl, like one of the side pieces or whatnot. Then he made a video addressing it, but that whole video he made was like yeah, I cheated and I talk about it in my book. Buy it. Unfortunately, you know, there's a lot of people that cheat and they're wrong, and I talk about it in my book. And yeah, man, I cheated, but I talk about all of that in this book called A Cheating Man. Like it seemed just like a business thing. And he talked about how in that video, he says, we had sexual relations but didn't have sex. The hell does that mean? Y'all had sex. Just stop it. So then,
I mean, I guess he could mean like maybe like oral sex, but that's sex.
Or even like, I guess, sending nudes. But yeah, that's still cheating. That doesn't like change anything. Yeah. So then after that, people came crazy. And so he made the video with his wife where he held her hostage. The last clip we just played. And in that video, he talks about himself in third person. You just heard it. He was like, Derrick Jaxn cheated. He did a multitude of things that may not be right by in the eyes of other people. What?
That's hilarious.
No, bro, that's psycho.
It is, but it's kind of.
I think the only way it's hilarious is because it's like, well, it gets worse than that, because then he made a video reacting to that video.
Yo. This is hilarious.
He made so after this video, they went on live a couple minutes, like sometime later a couple hours later, they went on live for like 30 minutes. They were like, okay, we got the business. The business was out. It was like a 7-minute video. We got the press out that everything's good. Let's get on live and just see what the people have to say. Then he made a video in his car, which apparently people are saying in that video, he's parked outside one of his side pieces' house and reacting to the video. And in that video, bro, he's sitting there saying, he was like, I watched this video, and one of the things that I see is that I applaud the man for being a stand-up guy and admitting that he
talking about himself.
Yeah, talking about himself as if he's not himself.
That's hilarious, bro. Bro, imagine you're in class, right? And your professor catches you cheating. So he calls you up to the desk, was like, why are you cheating on your test? And I say, Justice would never cheat on the test. Justice is an honorable man.
Bro,
he would never cheat.
He said he applauds himself for taking accountability and then tried to blame women for putting him on a pedestal and taking his advice all these years.
Maybe he's got a point.
I don't, bro, no. This man, I can't even try to make jokes about this. Bro. Yo, this man is twisted. And in the video with his wife where he looks like he's holding her hostage, all he did was self-deflect. All he did was kind of like, yeah, but these things were, I don't know, it was just very odd. And like I said, it kind of seemed like a business thing because his whole brand is, yo, you're an a-hole if you cheat. You're a piece of crap if you cheat. And so now, because all of that is down the drain, it just sounds like now he's trying to cover himself up and like protect his brand or whatever. And I don't know what the wife thinks about it. So after those videos, the wife made a video. I don't know if you saw that one where she's wearing her beret again and wearing like an army thing. And then that whole video is very funny. Like she's talking about like God and like she's like clapping back at like everybody, but she's like the power. And I don't want to make it sound like I'm mocking God or whatever, but this is just my interpretation of what she said. The power of Jesus condemns you all for talking on my pain and suffering, and this beret that y'all think I have on my head is really my helmet of salvation, and the sword of the Spirit to me is my relationship with God, and I condemn you all for blah 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 blah. And so it's kind of just her like saying like, oh, y'all don't know the realness of the thing. And shorty, I feel for you, but like I feel for her.
Nope.
Because this is why I feel for her, because he's using her religion to make it seem like what he did was okay, and I guess she's falling for it.
That's why I don't feel bad for her. I'm sorry. Look, I don't feel any sympathy for her. Look, obviously he doesn't care. This is obviously for monetary gain. Man just reacted to a reaction of a video of him reacting. Like, did I hear that right? That's YouTube. that's what YouTubers do.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
His wife looked like she was in the sunken place in the video. She sounded like it in the video with her in the army suit. And she was sitting there saying like, oh, no weapons formed against me shall prosper. Your husband is the weapon and you're letting him prosper.
So why would I feel bad for her?
Look, man, there's certain situations like, yeah, like you said, I feel bad just because she looks young and maybe young and dumb, but there's some people that just put themselves in certain situations. Maybe, I mean, I don't know how long she knew that he was cheating, And I don't know what they went through during them 9 months. So who am I to judge whatever they've talked about or discussed during their relationship?
I think that dude is a psychopath, but he's also hilarious. I'm sure his next book is going to sell very well.
I don't think so. If I bought his first book, I want a refund. Or any of his other books, I want a refund.
But think about it, bro. See, you don't understand the rollout. All these books before, right, is talking about how he condemns cheating. Now all of a sudden this information comes out. He is indeed the cheater. So not only were the books that he came out with before talking about secretly himself, but his next book is now gonna be quote unquote the real him.
No, it won't. It'll be about Derrick Jaxn.
Unquote,
it'll be about
the real him.
Not him. He'll talk in third person.
I'm talking
again.
about people who are going to buy this book, not you and me. People who buy this book obviously support him. His next book is going to sell.
He's verified on Instagram now.
I'm sure is it really hard to do that? Honestly. Don't even get me started on Gorilla Glue Girl again. He, like Lil Nas X, knows exactly what he's doing. I think that he's not a good person, but I think that this situation is hilarious. Not only the fact that he's talking about himself cheating in third person, congratulating himself, but the fact that she is falling for this is kind of sad, but mostly funny.
The fact that he's disassociating himself from his actions and speaking in third person while talking about stepping out on his wife, it's extremely disturbing to me. And his wife needs to wake up and run, because if this man is a master manipulator, and continues to be a narcissist, God knows what will happen to her. And I feel bad. I also feel bad because the internet, I mean, just like you, is coming for her.
I'm not coming for her.
No, but the reason people are coming for her is because this video, like, he's been preaching about his relationship like all this time, but this is the first time people have ever seen her. And there was no reason she needed to be in his apology video. She didn't lay in that bed with all them other women. He did. So he should have. There was no reason she should have had to be in that video. He needs to lay in the bed that he made.
It was a smart play by him. He's gonna put her in the video to show, see, I'm still with her. It's okay. So the situation.
Yeah, that was the business aspect of it.
That's
but
all it is,
bro.
I'm telling you, that's all this is. It's all for business. He is doing this all for business. Behind closed doors, we don't know what the hell is going on with them. We don't know.
They have 2 kids. I feel bad for the kids as well. Like, fix your family.
I do feel bad for
He literally said, he also said in the video, he was like, he's one of the first things he said, he was like, I'm married to my followers. Before he said he's married to Christ, and before he said he's married to his wife. And even still, he said last year he gave his life to Christ and it fell apart. You can't give your life to God just because these things are going bad and then expect things to turn up. What are you doing to better that relationship with God or with yourself?
You gotta think, though. This dude not only is obviously crazy, but he's also successful in what he does, right? He's made a career out of relationship advice and condemning cheating. He gets caught cheating. All of a sudden, everything he's ever done is a sham. What is he supposed to do? The right thing? And now his career is over. Obviously, he cares about his career more than doing the right thing. So, in that aspect, he did the smart thing. It's not right. I think he's a bad person. I do think it's hilarious, but I think that he is insane. And I think that he is a master manipulator. And I think that that's why he probably has a big following. And I think that his following is probably going to get bigger now, if we're being honest.
Well, you know what? You want to get verified on Instagram?
I want to, yes.
Coming up next is Critiques with Justice. Now we just got to find someone for you to cheat on. for 4 years.
Bro.
Look, man.
Is that all I have to do? Is cheat on my wife?
And look,
And put Gorilla Glue in my hair?
You can get lucky. You can have the same career as Derrick Jaxn, and then your wife not be upset with you, and then she can pull a Cardi and get you a fridge full of $500,000.
I think the real lesson in this is,
they're about to call you Justice Jackson B.
Look, from this to Offset, we've seen people treat their women wrong and get treated right in
Heavily
return.
rewarded.
Look at Quavo. Quavo treated Sweetie great, quote unquote. They were goals to y'all. All y'all on Twitter saying they were goals, and now look.
Mm-hmm. Or entanglement.
Yeah. Michael B. Jordan treating Lawyer Harvey great. I'm calling it right now. He gonna get cheated on. I'm calling it on air. And if it happens, I'm gonna come back to this.
Yep, and the same thing, Lil Nas X. Yeah, so I'm calling it right now. We're both calling it.
Exactly. I hope yours is not true. I hope yours is not true. I hope is not true.
Oh man.
But yeah. This dude is insane. This is a crazy story.
So what's the moral of the story? Cheat on your girl and get heavily rewarded. No, I'm kidding.
I mean,
no.
I low key.
No.
Low key.
We don't condone that. I guess practice what you preach, and it's easier to fool somebody than convince somebody they're being fooled. So sorry to her name is Danae.
That's a good one.
Yeah,
that is a real good one. I was just gonna say stay single. That's the moral of my story.
Oh well.